Good morning. This is Sean Spence with Let's Talk Poverty News, your United States poverty headlines. Headline: Arizona food banks are now busier than the food stamp program itself. For the first time on record in Arizona, food bank visits are outpacing the number of people receiving SNAP benefits. Nearly 460,000 Arizonans have lost food stamp coverage since last summer's federal law tightened eligibility rules. United Food Bank in Mesa is at capacity, reporting a 10 to 12% increase in food distribution every month. People who call the state agency report being on hold for hours and never getting through. Headline: 3 million Americans have lost food assistance nationwide. Arizona is the most dramatic case, but it is not alone. More than 3 million people have lost SNAP benefits nationwide since the law passed last July. Florida, Louisiana, Tennessee, and Virginia have all reported significant drops. The cuts represent the largest reduction to food assistance in American history, $186 billion over the next decade. Headline: Nebraska becomes the first state to enforce Medicaid work requirements. On May 1st, Nebraska became the first state to begin enforcing the new Medicaid work requirements. Recipients must now document 80 hours per month of work or qualifying activity to keep their health coverage. Montana follows July 1st. The national requirement takes effect in January 2027. Researchers project more than 5 million people will lose coverage by 2034. With little evidence, the requirements increase employment. Headline: States are scrambling to build tracking systems. A new KFF survey found most states are only beginning to design systems needed to verify Medicaid work compliance. Researchers warn the people most at risk are those who cannot navigate the paperwork, including people with unstable housing who miss notices sent to outdated addresses. Headline: The cost shift to states is creating budget pressure. Starting in 2027, most states will pay between 5 and 15% of their own SNAP benefit costs, something that has never existed before. Analysts project that combined Medicaid and SNAP cuts could shrink state economies by more than $150 billion and eliminate over 1 million jobs by 2029. Headline: Loveland, Colorado closes its city-run shelter and tries something different. Loveland ended direct operation of its resource center, the only city-owned daily shelter in Colorado. Rather than simply closing the door, the city spent 9 months building a network of nonprofits, faith organizations, and medical providers to take over. Homelessness requires community-driven solutions, not just government ones. Headline: Food insecurity now touches 1 in 7 American households. 47.4 million people, including 13.8 million children, are currently food insecure. That is 1 in 7 households. The federal agency that tracked this number for nearly 30 years announced last fall it would stop publishing future hunger reports. The data we do have makes the need plain. Headline: Medicaid work requirements have a poor track record. Georgia launched similar requirements in 2023. Nearly 3 years in, only 16,183 people had enrolled. Most administrative spending went to overhead rather than health care. As other states prepare to launch their own versions, that result is drawing fresh scrutiny. Headline: Veteran homelessness is at its lowest level ever recorded. A new analysis from Community Solutions projects veteran homelessness fell 3.2% in 2025, putting the national total at approximately 31,800. If confirmed by HUD, That would be the lowest number since counting began in 2009 and a decline of more than 55% since 2010. Real-time, by-name data systems are credited as a key factor. Headline: National homelessness may be turning a corner. The same analysis projects overall homelessness fell roughly 2% in 2025 after back-to-back annual increases of 15 and 19% the 2 years before. Unsheltered homelessness dropped about 3%. The numbers are still far too high, but for the first time in years, the direction changed. That means the tools work when we use them. That is our news for the week of May 4th through May 10th, 2026. Thank you for listening to Let's Talk Poverty News. Please share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. I am Sean Spence. Learn more at povertyactivist.com. Together, we can solve poverty.